Hello everyone and welcome back to another Star Wars figure review. Today we're taking a look at something a little bit different. We are taking a look at a Funko Pop vinyl figure, and as we continue to celebrate 40 years of The Empire Strikes Back, I thought this would be a really fitting review to do. And it is of course Luke Skywalker and Yoda from that infamous Dagobah training scene in the movie. This is without a doubt one of my absolute favourite pop vinyl figures. I haven't done that many pop vinyl figure reviews, but I do have an extensive collection of pops, and again, without question, this is one of my favourites. One of the things that I've loved watching through the evolution of Funko Pop vinyl figures is the amount of detail that Funko continue to put into their pops, and this one is just one of the best. In terms of detail, they don't come much better than this. I love the display stand this guy comes on, love the little details that we have on this guy. It's just a fantastic pop, and if you are a pop vinyl collector, I know there's a few of you out there, this is definitely one that I'd recommend picking up. So before we jump into the review on the pop vinyl itself, let's take a look at the packaging he comes in. Once again, we do get sort of a standard Funko Pop vinyl box for this figure. Obviously, you've got the brand new packaging design that features the 40th anniversary of The Empire Strikes Back. So you've got this nice blue trim around the box with the 40th anniversary logo at the top. Obviously, some illustrations there of the characters. Another image on the side of the box, and then on the back, some of the other pop vinyls available in the 40th anniversary series. You've got some really cool pops available as part of this line. Han Solo and Princess Leia in a 2-pack, Han in Carbonite, and of course Leia in her Bespin gown. Got an image there on the side once again, the name down the side of the box, and on the top another image of Luke. So standard stuff in terms of packaging for this pop vinyl. For the most part, I tend to keep my pop vinyls in box, but with some of these latest releases, I've been opening them up and getting them out on display. Luke, alongside some of the pop vinyls that are available as part of the Mandalorian range, are without a doubt some of the most detailed pop vinyls that Funko have put out, and for that reason they deserve to be unleashed and displayed on a shelf out of their plastic prison. This pop is just absolutely fantastic. Obviously, if you're a pop vinyl collector, you pretty much know what to expect with this one. There's no articulation. The figures are now non-removable from the display stand, which for me personally doesn't bother me too much. Obviously, they're all bobbleheads due to the license conflicts there with Hasbro. What the deal is there is that Hasbro have the license to create 3 3/4 inch action figures from the Star Wars brand. Obviously these pops are 3 3/4 inches in scale, give or take, and to differentiate them, to make them different from action figures so that they don't get into any legal disagreements, these are indeed bobbleheads. I think with Star Wars and Marvel are the only pop vinyls to feature bobbleheads. The rest of them obviously just have swivels, but again, nothing too major, doesn't bother me too much about this one. Again, what I really love about this pop in particular is just the level of detail. Got really nicely sculpted hair, obviously capturing Luke's sweaty Jedi training look from that fantastic scene in The Empire Strikes Back. You've got some really nice depth and detail there. Obviously Luke is holding on to his backpack, which does contain Yoda. This is almost like 2 pops in one in many ways, because it's not very often we see smaller sculpted pops featured on full-sized pops. Obviously Yoda as a standard pop would be released and he'd be the same height as Luke, where in this instance we've got him as like a sort of an add-on accessory, which is really cool. And there's some really nice detail in Yoda there in his own right. You've got the hair painted on, all the wrinkles in his forehead. Just a really cool looking accessory. Obviously he's non-removable, but he does look fantastic. You've got some nice weathering there on Luke's costume, some sweat patches on the vest, and then the display stand, instead of being the standard black base, is a really nice swampy Dagobah looking display stand with the Star Wars logo still prevalent there at the front. So this one does look really cool. Again, love the pose, love the detail, and just love the way that this figure looks on a shelf. I currently have this one displayed alongside my Black Series Snowspeeder Luke centerpiece, which is obviously Luke Skywalker leaping over the foot of the AT-AT with his lightsaber drawn. This one is also on display alongside my Black Series Luke Skywalker X-Wing helmet, and a couple of other different Luke items within my collection. Just a little Luke focus that I've got going on, which I'll be sure to focus on in an upcoming collection tour. It's a really cool looking pop vinyl figure. Again, if you're a pop collector, this is one that I would definitely recommend picking up. From the 40th anniversary line, this is probably one of the harder to find pop vinyls. I've been looking for this one for quite some time. These have started to land at Smith's Toy Superstores here in the UK. They're also available via EMP and a couple of other different retailers, and I'll be sure to include a link down below in the video description where you can purchase this one for yourself. So I hope you've enjoyed having a look at something a little bit different once again. As I mentioned, I don't tend to do a lot of Funko Pop reviews, so I hope this has been a nice change of pace. I'll be back to give you a look at some more Black Series 6-inch figures from Hasbro in some future videos. So until then, as always, thank you for watching, keep collecting, and may the Force be with you.